Good morning, my degenerates. Good morning, degenerates. How we doing? Your boy Brandon Big Papi Medina is back in the building, and I'm here with a very special guest. My man Johnny Tejeda is in the building as well.
What's going on, Brandon?
How we doing, brother? How we doing? We got a special announcement coming up in a little bit, but as always, let's give a big shout out to our main man, the best producer in the game, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Joe Garcia is also in the building.
What up? What up? I'm
Doing
free of
his
COVID
thing.
too. I'm COVID free.
COVID free. Lots of alcohol content in the bloodstream still. Lots of alcohol.
Maybe, man, because we had a wild time on Friday, bro. We missed you, man.
Especially that Spurs win, baby. Getting some Spurs wins.
Man, we're the reason that they won. And hey,
did you go honky downtown or no?
Nah, dude, we did a lot of drinking, dude.
There we go.
We did some celebratory shots of tequila.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can't hear the voice, your boy is very much still enamored and still figuring out his way through life. As you get older, that liquor starts to hit a little harder, huh?
Nah, man.
Nah.
You don't buy bad liquor.
Playoffs. Johnny is new to the show, so he's going to be bringing in some outsider attention and views as far as what he thinks. But let's talk a little bit about what we saw, man. You have in the wild card rounds and all that good stuff. You had the Texans and the Ravens. What did you think, Joe? First, what did you think about the Texans showing against Baltimore, man? What did you think about our boy C.J. Stroud? We talked about him a lot going into this matchup. Baltimore obviously gets the win, but what did you think about him?
I think C.J. Stroud and the Texans showed up for the first half, bro. Then after that, the Ravens stopped, playing games with them and said, yeah, we're going to show these dudes who we really are, and that was the end of it, man. Hey, that's always the infamous second half adjustments, right?
That's right.
And that's why the Ravens are the team that they are, man. They put the Texans away handedly, but you got to give props to C.J. Stroud, man, for hanging in there for at least that first half. He did show, man. The kid has game. He belongs there, man.
Yeah, I was 10-10 going into half, Johnny. What did you think about that second half when Baltimore starts kind of tearing them up and then wins the game 34-10, scoreless second half for the Texans?
I mean, we all knew Baltimore was going to show up. I mean, that's really what it was. And so I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit closer with the Texans, but I mean, we just
everybody was shooting for them to hopefully move on.
Man, C.J. Stroud almost has as many playoff wins as Dak already.
I'm telling you,
the
Texans have the same amount of playoff wins since the Cowboys since 1995. But anyways,
it hurts. It hurts.
The Packers and the 49ers. The Packers putting up a great matchup against San Francisco. San Francisco, I've said from the jump, we've talked about my my wager that I have out there in the ether that I told you. Remember back in October, I put $100 on the 49ers to win the Super Bowl. That's what I did back in October, right? And it paid out very, very nicely. I love the team, but they've been having some close matchups, right? You look at that Packers team. The Packers come in, beat the Cowboys, right?
Handedly.
Yeah.
Lose to the 49ers, who you and I both said is probably a top 2 team in the league.
Yeah.
And they only lose by 3. Is Jordan Love the truth? Is he really going to be a great quarterback in this league?
I think so, man. The kid is the truth, bro. And the thing is with the Green Bay Packers is that they didn't start the season off right? They kind of, had some missteps trying to figure things out, get that team chemistry going. But man, once they figured things out, dude, they went on a tear, man, and they were beating some really good teams.
Yeah,
I think the Packers are going to be legit next season. And they just put the NFL on notice saying, we coming, dude.
I think so, dude. I think so. I mean, you look at this 49ers team, Johnny, I don't see any way that they haven't, like, what soft spots do they have? You got McCaffrey, you got Kittle, you got Ayuk, you got Debo, you got Brock Purdy. That defense is stacked with just talent. How do you beat this 49ers team?
You got to punch them in the mouth, dude. You got to beat them at their own game. You got to play physical with them up at the line. You got to go ahead and really don't be afraid to throw.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just, get complacent and be like, hey, let's just do the running game. Let's get the boots on the ground kind of thing and just trying to smack them in the mouth. You got to switch it up, dude. And you know what? Love was not afraid to throw the ball, dude. And that's the thing. You got to go ahead and take some chances against the 49ers. Yep. And the Packers almost beat them. But the thing with the Packers, though, they're young. They made some mistakes at the end. Yep. And that kind of let the 49ers come in and steal this one away from them.
And the Buccaneers beat the Eagles. Start blue. I mean, absolutely played incredible. Beat the Eagles, lose to the Lions. Johnny, right now we disrespecting Detroit. What do you think, Johnny?
I think so. I think Detroit's showing some grit here with coming into this playoff run.
Yeah.
I think they're doing some great stuff. I think I think they got a shot coming in here. I don't know if that line is a little harsh there. I think it's going to be a little closer than that.
I mean, the 49ers just barely won their last game, right?
Right.
They won by 3. Detroit is a very, very good team. Think about it this way, all right? Think about it this way. You lost to the Packers, who were second in the NFC North. I mean, you beat the Packers by 3, who were second in the NFC North. Now you're going to face the NFC.
I don't know, dude. I like to gamble, bro.
Plus 7.5 might be the lock. Might be the lock of the day.
I think Goff's got something to prove too, coming in here with the Lions. I mean,
yeah,
everybody kind of wrote him off, and then now
if the Lions make the Super Bowl,
you're gonna believe that the Lions are gonna be able to beat the 49ers.
I don't, but I do think the Lions can lose by less than 7.5.
I think they can lose by 7.5 or less.
Give me like a 4-point loss, even a 7-point, even a touchdown loss would still cover this line.
It would. I think that's a safe bet, man. But 49ers against the Lions, dude. I think that the 49ers can actually dominate the Lions in this game, dude. I think you're going to be surprised at the final score.
So you're thinking the Lions are going to be what the Dallas Cowboys were?
I think that the Lions are going to get found out, bro.
Damn. Harsh words over here. And then finally, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, Mr. Patrick Mahomes. Everybody loves him.
My homie.
Either you love him or you hate him, but God, this man knows how to win in the playoffs.
Bro,
you go out and play in the coldest game. I think, what is it?
15 or
Wasn't
something?
it like ever? Like at least in
No,
this,
not ever though.
But no, I know that. But I'm saying in this generation, like I guess the past like 22 years, something
it was
that.
like the wind chill minus 15, something like that.
God, could you imagine getting hit in that weather?
Nah, bro. I mean, I don't even know how the ball was in the air, staying in the air, bro. They'd get frozen
I'll take the 0. Nope, I'm good with that. So Patrick Mahomes and of course Travis Kelce, and with that comes Travis Mahomes' brother, his wife, and Taylor Swift. all of them, and Jason Kelce, all of them have moved forward and will be taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Let's break down these matchups. We got Ravens, Chiefs, Lions, 49ers. Where do you want to start first? We just talked a little about Lions 49ers. So let's start with Chiefs Ravens. Chiefs Ravens. The Chiefs are +4. Let me tell you this, Joe. This is the biggest line ever in Patrick Mahomes' career. He is the biggest underdog he's ever been. What are you thinking?
Oh man, look at your boy Abel M. Go Lions.
Oh my God. My dad needs to go to sleep. That's probably my dad. Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens. Can we see Patrick Mahomes make it to the Super Bowl?
You know, man, the Chiefs just they freaking find a way.
Everybody hates him all of a sudden.
Everybody hates him, man. But I'm saying they're like that cockroach from the West Side, bro. Like you can stomp on it, you can hit it with the chancla, you can spray it with Raid, and it says "No me pasa nada," dude.
Yeah,
it still finds a way to win. You know, come out and fly at you, dude.
Yep.
And that's the Chiefs, dude. For whatever reason, they find ways to win games.
They do.
And the thing with Mahomes is that, man, he just has a way of just being squirrely, dude. Like they get to him, and they're gonna sack him, but he just kind of like he's not fast though.
No, he's not.
He just finds a way to get out. You know, turn around, get away, and keep the play alive just long enough to throw it downfield. And damn it, if it doesn't connect with somebody down there, dude.
Yeah, dude. And let me tell you. Johnny and I, a minor announcement for the bigger one, will be starting a show together. And on that show, one of the topics discussed was Johnny said Taylor Swift has ruined Travis Kelce's career so far.
It was a question. It wasn't like I didn't say it happened.
And that Travis Kelce has not been playing up to par. And the past 2 games, Travis Kelce showed that.
What was that line from Rocky?
Which one?
They were saying, "Don't have sex, Rock. It weakens the legs."
Weakens the legs. So what do you think? Is Travis Kelce finally figuring out who Travis Kelce is again, or what's happening?
He's in love, brother. You got to show out for your girl. You got to show out for your girl.
That's what it is, dog.
That's what it is. He looks up there, throws the heart symbol up there every single time. Look at him go.
Dog, I'll tell you what.
Hey, man, you look up there and you see Taylor, bro. Come on,
man.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you do.
You got to. But then you see her doing that stupid ass handshake with Patrick.
What is that?
Come on, dude.
Hey, man, he's just like, man, whatever, bro. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
It's whatever. Just keep making that money, girl.
Yeah. Keep bringing in the billions and we'll keep it going.
Yeah.
And then his brother stole the show by taking his shirt off. It was like, don't look at Taylor Swift.
Hey,
look at
man.
me, baby. Look at me.
Nah, Jason he's a man of the people, bro. He was like hanging out with the Bills Mafia and all that.
Bro.
He wanted to go through a table, dude.
Yeah.
He wanted to go through a
So
table.
that boy's an animal. I mean, when you're an eagle, you better be ready to party too.
They had to tell him to come back into the suite. They were like, hey, look, hey, you need to get back in here.
The wife finally, she came out in an interview and she's like, hey, I had to tell him, you got to come back in, man, because the security, you're making their job even more and more difficult.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. She kind of calmed him down and told him to come back in, but she knew he had partaken a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Over there at the tailgate, bro.
What are you thinking? +4 for the Chiefs, the biggest underdog he's ever been. Is this free money for the house? Do you think the Chiefs can keep it within 4? Did they lose by 3? Is this a close game, or I don't see a way Baltimore really runs away with it.
I don't see a way that
I can see them winning, but not like dominating.
Let's put it like this. The Ravens, what happens to them when they get to the biggest stage, dude?
Yeah.
They can't find a way to get past the hump. I think that's going to happen again with the Ravens. They're going to go ahead and look at them, look at Lamar Jackson. You know, I hope really at the end of the day that the Ravens find a way to get into the Super Bowl because they deserve it, you know, but you got to go out and win the game. And with that said, man, the Chiefs are just this squirrely team, dude. They just don't freaking die. They find ways to win these games, man. And I think that's what's going to happen again. And there's something to be said of having Super Bowl experience, man.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of rise to these occasions. I think Mahomes is going to find a way to push his team past the Ravens. And I think the Chiefs are going to be going on to the Super Bowl, man.
Man, I'm telling you what, if you take Chiefs and 49ers, the teams who we all think will be moving on, or not all of us, but right now we're talking about.
I do.
You do. Just $25 brings back $87 on a parlay, $100 on Chiefs money line, San Francisco money line, $350. Why would you not? That's a beautiful bet. I love that. Now, here's the thing. If you want to get wild, right? First off, Chiefs alone, $100 brings you $270. Just on the Chiefs alone, right? If you think the Chiefs and Detroit are going to the Super Bowl, if you want to go straight up underdog mayhem, you ready for this money right now? You ready for this money? Here we go. Joe, Chiefs Lions, $100. You are $1 short of $1,000.
$999.99.
That's right. Come on. $100 to $999 if you think Detroit and Kansas City are going to be there. So if you want to bet on the dogs, but like I said, if your favorite bet is the Chiefs to win this game and you think that playoff magic just continues, $100 wins you $270. I don't know how you don't take that. What do you think, Johnny?
Well, Mahomes after his football career is going to be set up in Vegas because he's a magician.
The dude's incredible.
That dude is a magician. Finds a way to score. Finds a way to not be sacked when he's got 3 guys on him. The little shimmy he does with his little hip movements. He's got the little sidearm throw. Like the dude is a magician.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, he just finds a way to win. And like y'all were saying that he's got that experience in the playoffs and the Super Bowl run, and Baltimore has a tendency to shit in the bed when it comes to the big games. So that's not a bad pick for me. That I think that might be something
to look at.
You might want to take. Yeah,
I'm telling you. And then what did Chris say? What our boy Chris Leah said? He said Lions versus Ravens.
Oh man, that's my dog right there. He says
Lions win it all.
A la verga.
And then what did my boy Andrew said? He said, I hope the Lions and Chiefs win. So naturally the 49ers and Ravens will advance to the Super Bowl. Tell you this, if you want to take the 49ers and the Ravens, your money drops very significantly, right? That parlay, $100 is only going to pay you out $192. So I mean, you're still making good money if you're taking the winners. But the money is taking at least one underdog, and I think at least one underdog will be winning. Now, if you want to play it safe, listen, you could take both to cover. You could just take the Chiefs to cover +4, so to lose by less than 4, right? Or you take Detroit, right, together to parlay them to lose by less than 7.5. $100 still wins you $355. That's a great bet.
Look at Abel M. He said, I just bet 100 on Chiefs and Lions.
Yeah, bro. That's definitely my daddy. He needs to chill out.
Hey, man, out of your mom and dad, man. Your mom's the gambler, bro.
My mom's the one that wants to talk about the damn shit. My mom is at WinStar right now, 7.5. You're not asking them to win. You're just asking them to compete. Detroit has one of the best run defenses in the league, and they're going to be able to lock down a lot of things in the middle. So George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle and Debo, hopefully. Brandon Ayuk could have a big game on the outside. But Detroit has Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? You got Jameson Williams, guys that can have pop off for one play plays. And then you got probably the best running back duo that we have here in the conference championship with Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Plus 7.5, I think, is fair. And then you got the Chiefs of $500. So $498. Love that one a lot if you're looking to bet. Gentlemen, if you had to make a bet today, which I'm sure all of us will be, what's going to be your bet? Johnny, we'll start with you. What's looking at the lines as it is, what's your go-to bet so far?
I don't look at lines like in the sense of this is probably the smart decision.
Yeah.
I look at like feeling and like what pays out.
That's how we lose bets, right?
Yeah,
Joe?
that's how you lose
That's
bets.
how you take the
But
Jets
I would
every week like we do.
I told you, I warned you about the Jets.
I wouldn't mind putting 100 down on Chiefs and Lions.
So Chiefs to win it.
Yeah, Chiefs to win it, Lions to win it. Let's take that dollar short and go get some buffet food right after. You know what I'm saying?
$999. If you bet that Detroit money line, Chiefs money line, you are $1 short of $1,000. Do you know how much fun Sugars would be tonight?
Yeah,
Good
me and
God.
Abel having some fun this weekend. That's for sure.
Sweet spot.
Sweet spot. Hey, maybe you find a nice steak night. We'll figure it out.
$5 steak.
There
bro.
it is.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough steak, but what are you thinking, Joe? If you to make a bet,
Hey, man, I'm going to go with the Chiefs, and I'm going to go with the 49ers. I like the 49ers by at least 10 over the Lions.
ooh, so Chiefs money line, and then you like the minus 7.5 to cover.
Like the minus 7.5.
Do you want me to increase that spread? You said Joe Garcia be taking $588. You better put that bet down, Doug.
That's not bad, dude.
That's still a good time. Yeah, still a good
Yeah, still a
It's a
good
good
time. I
time.
mean, you can't buy too many $5 steaks, but you can buy a couple.
Maybe I can have a $5 steak and a drink.
There
Because
you
they
go.
can
I
charge
like
you
that.
20 for the drink. Bro.
That's
There
true.
you
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
There you go. What do we got here? We got our boys Puro Pinche Sports. Ravens win and cover. Niners win, but they don't cover. Okay, let's play that then. So we got Ravens -4. Niners win, don't cover. So still plus money there. $100 wins you $244. Lots of betting going on. The thing is, everybody in the comments, everybody here on the show have all made different bets.
Yeah.
Not one group has been like, this is it, this is it, this is it. The most popular from the comments to hear is the Chiefs winning this game. Why is that? Nobody's taking Ravens. You have Puro Pinche Sports saying Ravens win and cover. They're the first ones to be like, the Ravens absolutely are winning it. That's who we think are winning it.
Man, just give me your money right now, homie.
You really don't think about it?
No, man. I don't think the Ravens got it. I'm just telling you, there's something to be said. Who's the pressure going to be more on? I think it's going to be more on the Ravens.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the pressure is, what does Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce have to prove? They just broke the quarterback and receiver duo, and Mahomes is 27.
Let me ask you this, man.
And he ain't even a receiver.
First off, Mahomes is my age, right?
Yeah.
Doing a show called The Fantasy Gods. and I'm hungover after eating a taco truck at 3 a.m.
Hey, man, I'm just going to ask you a question, though, but this serious thing, but not serious, but it's like you want to believe in conspiracy theories.
Sure.
You saw the
hit me.
colors for the for the Super Bowl, right?
I did see this conspiracy.
Yep.
Go,
So
give me
check it out, bro. So at the end of the day,
let me see if I can pull it up.
do you think that the NFL would love to have the Chiefs go back to the Super Bowl because Taylor's good for business, man?
100%.
And
You
then
know?
Detroit bringing out Eminem with them too.
Oh, damn.
But you look at the color scheme.
Here we go.
Some teams,
Yeah.
I just put it up
Yeah.
right here. Here's the color scheme. So you look at what was that 2 years ago? You had the Bengals and the Rams, and they're
Yeah.
saying the color schemes are matching up to exactly the teams that are being put out there. So then you have Super Bowl last year. You had the Eagles, which
And the
I
Chiefs.
think is kind of BS because that green is not.
That's a teal.
That's more like Miami. You know what I mean? But anyways, you got Eagles, Chiefs, and the color scheme matches. This year you got San Francisco, and the Ravens are who people are questioning because the logo has some reddish tint
but they
and a
have
lot
an
of purple.
alternate. They have an alternate.
Do they?
Yeah, that it has instead of purple, it was blue.
Oh, I didn't see that. I've only
Yeah.
seen the same one everybody's been pushing out. I don't know, man. I mean, Johnny likes to believe in conspiracy
Love
theories.
them. Love
I'm
them.
saying, man. To me, I think it would be all red because I think you might have Chiefs and Niners, man. But if you believe in this, then it might be Chiefs and Lions. Bro.
Well, here we got Prupincha Sports also commenting right now. Chiefs won't have their all-pro right guard. Their right tackle is sus. And last time we saw the Chiefs face a strong defense in playoffs with the weakened O-line, they got their cheeks clapped.
Yeah,
Listen.
but this is a different stage, man. Mahomes performs good at those.
Not only that, Mahomes and Andy Reid will have an opportunity to take advantage where I think CJ Stroud and Houston couldn't, right? There's only so much you can ask of Nico Collins alone, right? You got not only Travis Kelce hitting his stride at the right time, getting hot, Rashee Rice has been great. Man. And now you're starting to involve a lot of guys who are not household names, right? You got Valdez Scantling, Justin Watts, all these guys, but they all can make those one big plays, two big plays. And then I will say this, Isaiah Pacheco is incredible, brother. As a running back, the offense really runs through him as far as can you get the run game going? Because if the run game gets going, it's play action on that ass all day. And then they're going to fall for screens. They're falling for a lot of that Mahomes magic. And Mahomes is great at faking plays to look like something that maybe they aren't. And so I don't know, man. Baltimore, what's the key for Baltimore, Johnny? What do you think Baltimore needs to
do? That leader that he need that we're wanting him to be, that he kind of faltered in the last couple of years and they came back out. I think if Lamar comes out and like leads his team, I think they're gonna take it.
And he has to play quarterback. That's the thing. I think being a running dual threat quarterback is great, but you got to be able to toss that ball against the Chiefs, man, because the Chiefs defense and linebackers are gonna be ready for you to run that ball. They're gonna scheme knowing you're not the passer that Patrick Mahomes is. But I think we forget that Lamar's a past MVP, Joe. People forget that this fool won an MVP already. Like, he's been there, just hasn't been on the grandest stage of them all.
Yeah, he hasn't, man, but he hasn't found a way to win at the grandest stage to get to the Super Bowl. You know, maybe this might be his season to finally get over that hump.
Yeah.
But you got to get past Mahomes, man. And Mahomes and Andy Reid, they got that winning DNA in them, bro.
They do.
They find ways to win. That's all I'm saying. They're squirrely, just like Mahomes out there, man. You can't get him, dude. You put hands on him and he'll run around. He'll turn around and just wiggle out, dude. He finds a way.
They got a bunch of just random pieces there in Kansas City that can figure it out. But I think for the Baltimore Ravens, I think there's two big things that we need to focus on aside from just Lamar Jackson. One is going to be your linebackers need to be ready to prepare correctly and scheme correctly for Travis Kelce. You know where the ball is going, right? At every time the Chiefs go to pass, the ball initially, right? Option A will be Travis Kelce. Option B will be Rashee Rice. You know that. Here's where it gets tough for Baltimore. Who's option A? Flowers? Because he hasn't been as productive in the playoffs as you would like him. And now this week, you got Mark Andrews coming back, who hasn't played in weeks and weeks and weeks, but it's going to be a great value add on those short yardage passes. So for Baltimore, who's going to be the option, Joe or Johnny? You know, but who is that star player or a player that's going to make noise for them on offense if it's not Lamar Jackson?
That's a tough one, man. Somebody's got to step up.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody's got to step up. Who that player might be, we're going to find out. You know, who's going to step up and actually be able to, let's say, shine at the biggest stage, right?
Zay's also a rookie. Like, this isn't like
you got to get thrown in the fire. Look at CJ Stroud, dude.
No, for sure. But what I'm saying is, you're a rookie. These veterans will know your moves. Like, they've played against the best. They just played against Stephon Diggs last week and Josh Allen. They're not scared of Lamar and Zay Flowers.
Hey, man, maybe he needs to take a page out of Travis Kelce's playbook, dude. Sometimes that dude just goes out and freestyles.
Dogs, man. He does not. You could give him you go run up and out. He's like, all right, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna figure
freestyles.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to get open.
Is that the hardest part, Johnny? That the Ravens don't have a star on offense besides Lamar?
Yeah, you're looking at their passing rating. They're not throwing the ball as much as like when they played Texas. The Texans threw more than they did to their receivers, and Flowers, Bateman. Likely, like it's 4, 3, and 2. Like,
you're not getting this like receptions and receptions. Like, So I mean, we'll see. Detroit and San Francisco before we move on, man. I think we need to talk about just San Francisco. If they lose, are they going to be able to run it back? Like, I don't know who's on contract, but right now you got the best lineup I think you've had in San Francisco in a very, very long time with McCaffrey. And then Detroit, I don't know that we'll ever see you back in this position for another long, long time. Joe, final thoughts on Detroit and San Francisco before we move on to our favorite prop bets and maybe some Spurs talk.
Man, this is going to be a hell of a game, man. But I'm telling you, at the end of the day, I got San Francisco over Lions, bro.
All righty, Johnny, you lock it in San Francisco. You taking Detroit? You want Detroit, right?
I'd love Detroit to take it. I mean, you just want to.
You root for the underdog.
Yeah, you want to see that underdog, but I think San Francisco's.
Is Eminem performing "Lose Yourself" for them? Like
that's what I want to see right today.
I want to see in the locker room.
Him and Kid Rock come out. Boom,
him and Kid Rock.
I want right there, baby, right there.
Dude,
come on,
damn.
Get in the pit and try to love someone.
That's it, right?
That's hilarious, dude.
Oh,
Shout out Joe C, right?
That's awesome.
Kid Rock.
Wild. Well, I'll tell you what, gentlemen. Let's talk a little bit. Hey, you were at the Spurs game real quick.
Yeah.
We don't get to talk a lot of basketball. Are you excited about this 3-game winning streak?
No, it's a 2-game winning streak.
Possible 3 games.
I'm excited, dude. I'm happy for the team, because they've beaten OKC. They've beaten the Minnesota Timberwolves, 2 good teams in the Western Conference.
Yep.
Maybe they're starting to figure some things out. That doesn't mean that they're gonna, go on a tear here and win 10, 12 games in a row. But it could be the start of them finally turning that corner and showing that they've actually learned something from all the losing.
You could be on a possible 4-gamer, though. You got the Wizards tomorrow, and then you got the Magic on Wednesday. We could be looking at a 4-game winning streak.
I don't know, man. Hey, the Wizards, they just lost to the Wizards.
Yeah.
No, they beat the Wizards. They beat the Wizards. They beat the Wizards in this first round in Washington. So now they're going to play the Wizards again. It's hard to beat the same team twice. So I don't know, man. We'll see. I think either way, I think these games that they're going to have against the Orlando Magic and against the Wizards, I think they're going to be close games, dude. Still, this team kind of like gets a little lackadaisical in the fourth quarter, and then they don't really play consistent defense.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be shootouts at the end of the day. I think the Spurs have a really good chance of winning these next 2 games. But it's not going to be like they're going to be blowing these teams out. Shout out to our boy Wemby. Shout out to Sohan, who's tearing it up. All that good stuff. We love the Spurs, man. We don't get to talk about them enough. But we'll who we don't love? Who? We don't love Zach Collins, bro. I'm ready to. I think we should. I'm going to go ahead. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm going to go ahead and start a GoFundMe, and we're going to buy out Zach Collins' contract. That's what we're going to do. Bro. That boy is straight up booty crumbs, man. Send him out somewhere else. Oh, I've been saying this, bro. Hey, I've been saying. I was on Lockdown Spurs this week, and I said I have a group chat dedicated to just asking why we have Zach Collins on this team. Get rid of this boy, man. I like the guy. No disrespect to the guy, but just every time he touches the ball, I'm like, what are we doing? Oh, was it my boy Chris Lehal calls him a traffic cone? He said a traffic cone that you can buy from Home Depot plays better defense than Collins, bro. This boy gets killed, man. Disrespect. Well, listen. It's about that time to look at. I'm going to put my Prize Picks link up there, which will give you 100% deposit. So if you deposit 25, you're getting 50. If you deposit 100, you're getting 200. I'm going to put that on my Twitter right now at Big Papi Brennan M. I'll also put it on my Facebook. Go ahead and jump on because right now you got a free square. What does that mean? That means you will hit this bet. This is going to be for Christian McCaffrey, a free square of 0.5 yards. You just got to get 1 yard, and he's hitting that one. And so you can parlay that. You got to check it out. You got to have some fun. It's going to be a great time. McCaffrey, 0.5 yards is one that you need to add. You can only bet up to $25, but I like Isaiah Pacheco. They have a green goblin, which means his line is a little bit lowered. I like his line. It's 49.5. That just means he has to rush for 49.5 yards. His normal line is 63.5, and he's hit that 4 out of the last 5 times. Hit it in Buffalo, hit it in Miami, hit it in Cincinnati the past 3 games. So I would definitely take that one too. Love that one. And then you look at Mark Andrews. He's back. 33.5 receiving yards. Joe, come on. Is Mark Andrews hitting this line? I think so, man.
Johnny, your number one option,
Come on, man.
33.5 yards.
Come on.
Just
I don't
coming
know.
back from injury.
First time.
Maybe they're thinking they're going to slowly bring him back in.
I think he'll hit a 33, dude. Come on.
2 catches.
I mean,
2 catches, 35. That sounds like a Mark Andrews number.
I mean, at least if
3
they
for
throw to him
35.
3 times, bro, he'll break that.
Right? That's what I'm thinking. And then we got Travis Kelce and, of course, Taylor Swift. His receiving yards, his total, you have Travis Kelce, Green Goblin, which means it's lowered, but you're not going to be able to get nearly the payout. It's only 39.5. Obviously, that's an absolute hit. But his normal yardage is 63.5 receiving yards. Look at this. Look at our graph here, right? Hit it 2 of the last 5 times. Only starting hitting it in the new year in the playoffs. Hit it against Miami, hit it against Buffalo. He's hitting his stride at the right time. 63.5 yards. Does Travis Kelce get that?
He should, man. But you know what? Women make the legs weak, bro.
Oh, my God.
It depends what else he was hitting before the game, bro.
Well, they play at 2. So he's not, you better get it in early, Travis, because you gotta get warmed up. What do you think, Johnny? 63.5. Is that, you look at it, only hit it 5 games, but obviously the last 2 in a row were playoff games that he's hit it.
Is the Mahomes mentality. Like when the big game happens, they show up, and that's why they've been there so many times. I think he's gonna hit it. I think he's gonna hit it pretty easily.
And then I got, how about Zay Flowers? 4 receptions. Can the guy get 4? What do you think, Joe? He's hit it 2 times, and then he's pushed it once, which means he got it right on the number. The number is 4.0, not 4.5, not 3.5. It's straight up 4 receptions. So if you hit 4, it's a push, and you get your money back. If you hit 5, that's where you win it. So Zay Flowers, only 2 of the last 5 times, has not went over 4 in any of the 2 playoff games. What do you think?
I think this might be one of the games where he don't even get 4, dude.
Really? Wow.
Depends on how that coverage is, man.
I think they're gonna have to throw to him more because they're gonna be ready for Lamar to run. I think they're gonna try and be more pass heavy in this game. So I think he hits it in this game.
We'll say this against San Francisco on Christmas, caught 9 balls against the odds. And then my favorite, let me tell you my favorites of the day, brother. You ready for this one? We got to show some love to some people that we never talk about on the show. Give me the kickers, baby.
Oh, man.
Harrison Butker, 6.5 kicking points is my number 1 favorite one. This my prop bet this week. Look at this. Over the past 5 games, he's averaging 10.5 kicking points. What does that mean? That means a field goal is 3 points, right? Extra point for a touchdown, so that's 4. This is how much he's doing. You know why? The Chiefs understand they don't have the same offense they used to. You don't got Tyreek Hill, right? You have Rashee Rice and you have Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce taking a step back this year. Looks good in the playoffs, but overall is taking a step back. Rashee Rice, right? He is the great value Hill Country Fair HEB version of Tyreek Hill. So you're not going to get that same explosiveness. So the Chiefs say, hey, we have one of the best kickers in the league in Harrison Butker. If we get close and you get that 4th and goal, or you get that 4th and 3, 4th and 5, and you got to kick from the 40, the 30, the 50, Harrison Butker, look at these numbers. 9 kicking points against Buffalo because he was knocking down field goals. In Miami, 14 kicking points because they were scoring galore. He's hit this line 4 out of the last 5 times. I think he hits it again. Why wouldn't he? Don't you think, Joe and Johnny, Baltimore's defense is going to be able to get some stops? They're probably the best defense outside the 49ers, and Kansas City's offense has not been scoring in bunches when it comes to touchdowns specifically. What do y'all think about this prop bet?
I like it, dude. I like it a lot because I think what's going to happen is that it might come down to the kicker, bro.
Yep.
It might just come down to him having to kick 3-4 field goals in the game to win.
I mean, you look at even Houston, right? They had to kick 1 field goal. Baltimore goes out, kicks a ton. I think Baltimore's defense will be able to get stops. Here's what I think. 6.5 kicking points, you just need, realistically, right? You could have it 2 ways. You get 2 field goals and then just 1 extra point. Boom, done. Easy. You could have that by the halftime, and then you're good. Or if Kansas City dominates, which none of us are thinking that, but if it becomes a high-scoring game, 1 field goal and then 4 touchdowns, could they score 28 points? It's like for touchdowns? Could you get 4 extra points to make it? You have to hit 7. Remember, you have to hit 7 kicking points. So either 2 field goals and 1 extra point, or 1 field goal, and then you got to score 4 times with an extra point.
Nah, I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think it is gonna come down to the kicking in that mid-range field level. So if you get down to those 30s and 40s kicking those field goals and making those field goals is gonna be the key for Kansas City to come out and win this game.
You agree, Joe?
I agree, dude. I mean,
because here's the other one I like. If you're going to take that one, and we agree that all of us are saying the only way you do this is because they're going to kick field goals, tell me this is not easy money. Ready for this? Harrison Butker, just 1.5 field goals made. Can he make 2 field goals today?
I think that's a no-brainer right there.
yeah, dude, no doubt.
1.5.
No
So
doubt.
all he needs is, so instead of taking kicking points, you could just make 2 field goals.
Or take both of them.
Or take both of them. Yeah.
Hey, my boy Jason watching us, man, over there in Portland right now.
What up, Jason?
Hey.
What up, Jason? And then you got Justin Tucker. Does Justin Tucker make over 1.5 field goals? Only hit it 3 of the last 5 games. Hit it against Houston. Can Kansas City's defense stop Lamar? And then
Kickers will be utilized heavily today.
you think both kickers get 2 field goals?
I don't know. I think this might be Baltimore's downfall. I think when they get into that into Chiefs territory, they're gonna run a lot more on 4th down. They're gonna let Lamar open those legs up and try and go for those 4th and 2, 4th and 1 instead of taking this field goal with Tucker. And I think that might be the reason if they do lose, it's gonna be because of that.
Really? What do you think, Joe? Did they start going for it on 4th because of Lamar's legs?
I think they might have to, man. If they want to go ahead and win the game, you got to do.
Well, you got to think as a coach,
Yeah.
right? What's the thought process? Well, you get to give it 2 ways. Most people, right? Most normal fans of the game watching the TV, watching at home. 2 things happens. If they get the 4th down, you say, "What a great call."
4th and 1.
And then if you don't get it, what do we all say? How do you not take the points? How do you not take the point? So it's one of those things. Do you want to leave points on the table against a defending championship? Not right now, but a championship team that has dominated the league for the past 5 years.
Look, man.
Or do you have to go for it on those 4th downs to almost get away with hopefully a touchdown? Because my thing is, if you leave points on the table, Patrick Mahomes is going to make you pay for it.
He's going to make you pay, but the Ravens have been here before, man. You got to do whatever it takes to win the game. And sometimes you got to gamble, dude. You got to bet on your team. And either you're going to go ahead and believe that your defensive line is going to be able to hold just long enough for Lamar to go ahead and make that spectacular play, or that line is going to hold enough just for Lamar to go ahead and be able to get those 1 or 2 yards and keep that drive alive so they can go ahead and score some points, man, because they have to be able to put those points up on the board. Because then if you don't go for it on 4th down, what are you gonna wonder all season? Man, we should have went for it on 4th and 1 or that 4th and 2. That could have been, that could have determined the outcome of the game. So as a coach, man, you want to go ahead and put that in the hands of your players, man. You got to believe in them.
Yeah, I like that. And now when we look at the rest of these bets for our receivers, right? Look at some of these lines, man. They're kind of high. Brandon Ayuk, 5 receptions against Detroit. Can Brandon Ayuk go and get 5? That seems like a lot. Only hit it 2 of the past 5 times. Hasn't hit it in the playoffs. Only put up 3 against Green Bay. Is Brandon Ayuk in for? You could take lower on this too. Do you think he's hitting lower than 5?
I think he's gonna get hit lower than 5, bro.
What about George Kittle? Line's at 4.5. Only hit it once the past 5 games, but last game hit it at 4. So you need him to hit 5. Obviously, you can't hit a 0.5, but can George Kittle get going? Who's going to be the piece for San Francisco to get going? Is it George Kittle? Is it Debo? Is it Christian McCaffrey receiving? Who's going to be? Someone has to catch the ball. So who's catching the ball here? What are you thinking?
Oh, man. I think Kittle's, dude, is not going to be able to get the 4.5. I think 4, I'd probably feel more safer at, or even I'd go at 3.
What do you think, Johnny?
Kittle carried me through my fantasy leagues.
Oh, no.
So I got a little soft spot for Kittle. And he just has those breakout games where he'll be like
I'll get us back. Something happened.
Something did happen.
Because not even my cameras are working now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Hey,
Man, what's going on, people? Well, it's
We're still
not
going. We're still going.
We're still
we're still
going.
there.
Listen, you gotta have some fun, baby. You gotta have some fun. You gotta keep it interesting, right, Joe? Keep them on their toes a little bit.
We do. I don't know why, but we just got like logged out of our system for some reason, bro.
Completely. That was wild.
Completely.
But back to our bets. Rashi Rice, gentlemen. Like I said, great value, Hill Country Fair. This is the I can't believe it's not Butter Tyreek right here, Rashi Rice. What do you think? Do you think this guy's the truth right now? You're looking at a rookie wide receiver, had 47 against Buffalo, couldn't get going, but against Miami and Cincinnati going into last year, totaling 157 yards, averaging 90 over his last 5. His yardage total is at 61.5. Johnny, can he hit this?
If they lock down Travis Kelce, I think this is going to be the go-to.
This
I
is
think
the one?
that's going to be what happens if they really concentrate on.
Picks link to go log in, sign up, get 100% deposit on your first deposit. But here's the good thing about this stuff. When you look at Prize Picks, 2 bets is 3 times your bets. Or two players is 3 times your bet. And then you got, not only that, you look at the big thing. If you have 6 players that you like, I've seen bets hit from $20 to win $500, like just craziness. So Prize Picks is where to make your money. Please go check that out. We are not affiliated. I am just a degenerate. We have we're not getting paid for this. But let me ask you this though, real quick, Joe. Travis Kelce gets a lot of love.
Yeah.
Noah Gray, the backup tight end, also gets put in there in certain points. And the past 2 games they played against Buffalo and Miami, he had 20 and 16. His line's only 9.5. Do you take a shot at Noah Gray too?
Why not, dude?
Just one catch. Give me one catch.
Why not?
For a first down.
Yeah, I would, dude. I mean, what if you got to go ahead and throw to him to, continue the play or to get some extra yardage? I mean, I could see that happening.
Yeah, and then how about this though? George Kittle, we thought the receptions wasn't that great, but look at the receiving yards though. 60 yards is what you need. It's 59.5. George Kittle has hit this 3 out of the last 5 times, and it's going up and down, up and down, up. Could this be down, or do you think he hits it back-to-back weeks? What do y'all think? Johnny, go first.
I think he's going to have a big game today. I really do. I think Kittle's going to hit. I think he's probably going to go for maybe 65. I think he hits it.
Just you don't think but you think it's like 4 for 65 because you said receptions. You weren't too inclined to
No,
say.
I think he is. I think he's going to
okay.
get the receptions, and I think he's going to get the yards today. I think.
Do you agree, Joe? What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's going to be harder for Kittles to go ahead and at least get that 59.5 because of the, Baltimore Ravens, or not Baltimore Ravens, but the Detroit Lions defense, defense, they're not that bad, dude. And if they go ahead and decide to cover him, what are they going to do? Throw to him and double coverage?
Yeah.
They're going to go ahead and feel like gambling that bad to go ahead and risk a pick, dude? I don't think so, man.
Yeah, dude, it is tough. It is tough. So here's what I'm going to tell you all as listeners of the show. Here's what I love. If I'm going to make a bet today, here is the bet that I would be making. So looking at this, take the McCaffrey free square, 0.5 yards. It's available for the next 6 hours until game time at 5:30. Again, on Prize Picks. If you need the link, follow me on Twitter at Big Poppy Brandon M or Facebook, 100% deposit match. Christian McCaffrey, that free square, take that. The other one I'd be taking, if I was you, I would be also taking, I think our boy has to hit when it comes to Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews, the line is too low. 33.5 is crazy to me for the best tight end not named Travis Kelce. So I like that, 33.5. I also like they have what we call a green goblin, which is basically a line that's lowered, which means you don't get nearly as much money, but you still get the opportunity to hit it in Travis Kelce's line at 39.5. And I'll also take the green goblin of Isaiah Pacheco. I'll show you that up here on the screen right here at 49.5. Isaiah Pacheco. Take that for more. And then I would close it out. And I'm doing this live right now on the show as well. I'm booking this one too. So if you lose, I'm also going to lose. But the last one I would do, because all of us liked it the most, I'm going to go ahead and take Harrison Butker for more. than 1.5 field goals. So you look at McCaffrey, 0.5 rushing yards. Mark Andrews, 33.5 receiving yards. Travis Kelce, Green Goblin, 39.5. Isaiah Pacheco, Green Goblin, 49.5. And Harrison Butker, 1.5 field goals made. $20. I'm booking it right now. I'm going to show you the camera. $20 to win $120. It seems like easy money. You literally just need Mark Andrews to hit that 33.5 and Butker to hit that 1.5. Everybody else's lines are completely lowered. So $20, $120. Your boy's booking it right now. We're placing the bet right now as we speak.
Need that Disney money.
That's right. That's right. Your boy booking another fantasy gods. We're going to try to figure out what that looks like, but we're going to add this show to the incredible Alamo City Podcast Network. Generation Duo is going to be a comedy podcast, so it's going to be nice to have something different than just talking about how much we're struggling with Spurs losses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be nice to talk about how much we're struggling or not talking about how much we hate the New York Jets and the Giants that you and I always talk about. And then also, you don't have to worry about hearing about Dallas Cowboys losses. We're going to talk about something else.
Man. Don't talk about no Dallas Cowboys, bro.
But we're going to be talking about everything from life to pop culture. Each show, we're bringing in stories and storylines from the world that we see today. Johnny and I are naming the show Generation Duo because you and I are 10 years apart. So we like the same things, but we see things very differently as far as our viewpoints. And we're in the same generation, but it's very, very separated there. So when Johnny was playing with Boppets, I was playing with Xboxes. And so with that,
Boppets. Wow.
Boppet,
Okay.
bro.
All right.
I think I still got one.
Yeah. I was more of a skip it guy.
I'll skip it.
Oh, mames, dude.
But I will say each show, our favorite thing, Joe, is we do a 5-round Generation Duo draft. So this past show, what we did is the first show is going to be coming out this week on Thursday. And that one was the best 5 dad rock bands.
Can we ask? Oh, hold on, Joe. What do you think is dad rock?
Yes, that's a good question.
Let's get this perspective from here. What would you consider dad rock?
Give me your initial answer, and then we'll tell you what we put the parameters at.
Dad rock to me is kind of like that pop rock kind of nonsense, like Creed.
Yeah,
Nickelback.
Yeah,
come on.
I murdered you in this draft.
Damn it, you killed me. You killed me.
I don't listen to those, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we thought. So here on the show now, right? As a taste for Generation Duo fans, I didn't tell you guys you were going to do this at all.
No, you didn't.
So we're going to have some fun.
Okay.
We're going to do a Fantasy Gods version of the Generation Duo draft, just 3 rounds.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to get 1 round each, right? Yeah. Okay. 3 rounds. Who are the worst franchises in sports right now? Who's the worst franchises in all of sports? Okay.
How are we deciding who goes first? How are we doing this?
I think since Joe's the producer that runs the show,
I'm good with that.
He has to go first. I'll let you go second.
Okay.
I'll go third. So Joe, who do you think is the worst franchise?
He's Googling everything
in all of sports.
I'm just
3 rounds. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ready? Give it to me. 3 rounds.
I'll give you one right now, man.
Go.
Falcons, bro.
The Falcons.
Poverty.
Number 1.
Wow.
Falcons. Wow. All righty. What are you thinking?
All right. I'm hoping that my second one's gonna slip.
It's not.
I'm a baseball guy right now, so I'm gonna go Miami Marlins.
Wow.
Miami
okay, well I'm glad
Marlins.
you took that one. I'm going with the Oakland Athletics.
Dang, I was hoping I was gonna slip.
I'm going with the Athletics. What are you thinking?
Yep.
Yeah, man. We're going with baseball, dude. I gotta go with the Giants, man.
Oh wow, really? You know,
they're on the come up, man, but they've been out of sight, out of mind for quite some time.
Yeah. What are you thinking then? Are you going anywhere different?
Damn, I was not ready for this at all. How are you just gonna spring this?
I like it.
How are you just gonna spring this on me?
You could go anywhere. Go. You go basketball. You go football. You could go wherever you want, dude. You tell me.
Let's go basketball next, bro.
I got basketball next too.
Let's see. Where? Give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Hurry up.
I'm about to forfeit my pick right here. You did not.
You can't think of any teams?
I'm not even Googling. He was accusing me of Googling.
I'm trying to Google right now.
Just think of a team. And it could be, it doesn't have to be just a powder. It could be a franchise you think is always just sucks or can never figure it out or can do whatever.
Let's see.
I got one next. I'm about to win this draft for sure.
Let's see. Damn, man. How do I draw on a blank here?
No sports teams are coming to you,
man. Let's go with
There's so many.
There are so many. How am I drawing a blank here?
So you took Miami Marlins
I
first.
took Miami Marlins. Oakland was my second one. That's why I was like hardcore on
Snipe
Oakland.
that. Snipe
you
that
did.
quick.
You sniped it hard. I should have gone Oakland.
You should have.
I should have gone Oakland first.
That's a first round pick.
Damn, killing me. Let's go.
You got Cleveland. A lot of Cleveland.
A lot of Cleveland.
There's a lot of Cleveland teams that probably don't belong in Cleveland.
Man, but Cleveland comes out sometimes. I mean,
No way.
Yes, they do.
No
But they
way.
always falter. All right, let's go Cleveland Guardians. I'll go Cleveland Guardians.
Okay, I'll go Cleveland Browns. We're gonna shut the entire city down.
We're gonna go basketball, dude. I'm gonna go with Detroit Pistons, bro.
Ooh, that's a nasty one.
They're nasty right now.
Malice at the Palace.
Yeah, man. But what have they done? Like over the past, couple of years here.
Okay,
They've delegated themselves to the worst team in the NBA.
dude, and those fans. I mean, you got to be fans, like die hard to be cheered for them. All right,
Yeah,
last
man.
round. You take the Detroit Pistons in this is the second round, right? It was the third. That was the third round pick.
Yeah.
So third round pick, Detroit. You got one more, Johnny. Who's your last pick in your draft?
Let's go with.
You got two baseball.
Bro, just say Shanghai Sharks, bro.
Shanghai Sharks. Deep cut. That's the only time they've ever been mentioned on any podcast.
I've never even heard of them. Shanghai Sharks. Who's that?
Oh, come on.
Somewhere in
Bro.
China.
That's where all the NBA players
They
that
go
get put out to pasture.
Who went out there? Dwight Howard?
Dwight Howard.
Hell yeah.
Dwight
Hey,
Howard.
man.
Superman.
Stephon Marbury, bro.
Oh, your
Hey,
boy
man,
was
that brother's got a
Your
freaking
boy-
statue of him.
your
out
boy
there,
was
man.
rocking the Marburys back in the day, dog. Come on, a little
They were
$30
the
shoes.
cheapest ones.
Come on, dog. You
Either that or the
stepped
Shaqs.
you stepped too hard and that foot's going through
I
that.
said, no, it's between that or the Shaqs. Remember the Shaqs?
Oh, bro. Who does it? Come on.
Oh no, the other.
at
What was the
Walmart
other shoe?
still.
What was that other shoe brand? And one.
And one.
And one.
Yeah.
Damn, and one.
That
Are
one
you
was tight.
serious? I loved and one. And one was up there.
Who's your last pick?
I'm gonna go with. Let's go with.
I got a good one, but it's not like I wouldn't
Man,
say
your
it's
boy has to use Google,
a,
bro.
I wouldn't say it's a
It is
poverty
bad, that's
franchise.
bad. Poverty franchise. I'm gonna go with the Wizards. I'm gonna go with the
Ooh,
Wizards.
I like that
I'm
one.
gonna
That was
go
gonna be
with
mine.
Wizards.
That was good.
Yeah,
I like
I'll
the
go with
Wizards too.
Man, what
That's a
about the Washington football team, bro?
Dude,
you didn't even mention of that, man.
you could take them as your last one. Here's my last one. It's because they can never figure it out. They haven't figured it out. They're always good and they still are always bad. I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills as my third round pick.
Oh man.
They never have.
Damn,
I mean,
that's tough.
you got every opportunity to win a championship from the 90s to here in the 2020s, and you just can't get over the hump, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Washington football team, bro.
Fair enough. Fair
Ever
enough.
since they changed the name.
That one's.
Damn. R.I.P. to the Washington Red. You know what?
Yeah, Washington. Yeah, man. Whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you
dude.
want to call
They
it.
don't even got a real logo, dude. They just got a W.
I think they want to
They don't.
change it. No, didn't they want to change the name here soon?
I don't know, man. Right
We
now,
won't talk about Washington in any aspect of the fantasy guys until they change the name.
at this point, man, it's gonna cost them too much money to change that logo, change their name. Whatever they're stuck with now is like what they're gonna be stuck with for a while.
The only commanders you respect are San Antonio, baby.
Yeah, man.
Remember the San Antonio Commander? You're gonna go check out a Brahmas game.
R.I.P.
You're gonna check out a Brahmas game.
Hey, but they're not the Brahmas no more, man.
What are they
No,
now?
already.
No, I think they are the Brahmas,
gonna
but
say,
now
yeah.
they merged. The XFL merged with the USFL.
Yeah,
So
that's
they
coming
kept-
up.
Yeah, they only kept a handful of teams, and one of those teams was the Brahmas.
Well, we gotta go check out a game. As a podcast network can go blackout for like $10 a ticket, whatever they charge. It's like a
Dude.
admissions ticket.
I wonder how the
VIP.
tailgate scene is.
You can
out
be
there,
on
man.
the team if you pay. enough.
Yeah, pay enough money, you're on the team.
Bring your trash bag
That's
with you,
it.
man. Put all your clothes in when
That's
you get
it.
cut.
That's
That's
it.
right. Hell yeah. Well, hey, listen, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you got your Big Red and Barbecue ready to go. We're going to be having a fun time again. Don't forget Generation Duo, new show hitting the network, hitting the podcast network as well, as far as Spotify, Apple, Google Play, all that good stuff. You'll be able to find that everywhere. You can find podcasts as well as here on the Alamo City Sports Network, or Podcast Network. And then we have, of course, the Alamo City Sportscast during the week. You got Fantasy Gods hit a day with you Sunday. One more week of football next week, man.
And then Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl's gonna be a big one, brother.
What are we gonna do for the Super Bowl?
Blackout,
Man,
but
We get Monday off.
yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out a way to do this. We should do a watch party for sure somewhere. We gotta figure it out. But Super Bowl, looking forward to it. Last chance, gentlemen. Don't change your answers. We're keeping it recorded. We're gonna snip this part. Put it out on all the socials so you can't get out of it. Last chance. Who's going to the Super Bowl, Joe?
Man, I got San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
As much as I would love Chiefs versus Lions, I think it's going to be Chiefs and 49ers.
Okay. I'm going Chiefs and Niners as well. Chiefs and Niners is definitely my pick, and I think it's going to be a fun one. First game kicks off at 2:05. It's going to be Chiefs and Ravens, and then 5:38 Detroit and San Francisco. You'll be able to watch all of this and get a good night's sleep for tomorrow. So do not skip any football. This is it, man. This is game time, Joe. Listen,
Game time,
if
man.
you're a dad, if you're a mom, drop the kids off with the grandparents. Go grab a drink and watch these games. Or listen, grab a tablet, put on Bluey, and enjoy the games yourself.
it
You know what I
is.
mean? Do your thing. We appreciate y'all tuning in, though. Get those bets in, get all the props, all the big bets we told you to do. Do all of that. Make some money. Keep showing the show love. Keep supporting. Follow us on Twitter. All that good stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, may the fantasy gods be with you.